Forged with the take on this one, sending it straight in the goals to try and come up from behind them. Passing plays. What is this guy? I don't think he's going to get any points here, but who knows? He will. He will find him. Joycey putting some pressure and takes the shot. Skits goes short side and it glances off the forehead there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the Oceanic Slapshot League, where we have tonight's grand final and casting joined by Spar here. Say hello, buddy.
Yo, hello. What an honor to be here again. Excited. Can't wait.
Yeah, very, very exciting games going on. No audio problems anymore, no nothing, so we should all be able to hear Spar now. Say hello, chat. Say hello to your beloved commissioner before we get into the teams in just a second here. Game coming up at 8 p.m, so very big, just like, what, about 10 minutes away? A little bit less than. So looking very much forward to this one. Before we get into the team list, Spar, do you have any predictions about this game going into it, or?
It is so hard to predict. Look, up until the last week of regular season, Breqhou had it, I thought. They're undefeated, but then that last week where they played this game, Shoubi won. So then, like, I could tell they put their try-hard pants on. So I don't know. I can see this going all 5 games, but I'm going to have to go for a Thomas Shoubi win.
Right, Thomas Shoubi win. Fair enough, fair enough. I very much agree with, like, a lot of what you said about this game coming up. It's very, very evenly matched, you know, a lot of talented players on both sides. And as you said before, it was really, like, just leaning towards Breqhou up until that last week there, where Breqhou hockey team and Thomas Shoubi had an actual game against one another, and it actually went Thomas Shoubi's way. So we'll see if they can keep up that winning streak there against Breqhou, because they only met, what, twice, right? Something like that.
So everyone played twice. So the first game Breqhou won. I can't remember what the score was, but I'm pretty sure the second game where Thomas Shoubi won, it was quite considerable, the result in Shoubi's favor. So, like, this could go either way.
Right, okay, that is very useful information before we dive into the team list. Speaking of, we'll kick our team lists off with Breqhou hockey team. Palfa leading the charge onto the field as the captain here for Breqhou, with Backy, Skits, and Cooper. An absolutely stacked lineup with a lot of experience from different regions as well. Palfa coming in from EU since, 2 seasons ago. So, very, very interesting stuff there. Backy, of course, huge in the offense, defense, anywhere on the field. He is absolutely lethal and just a big player all around to the Breqhou side here. And then Skits as well with the offense. A lot of really good, high-quality shots from that bloke right there. And then, of course, Cooper as an extra sub and a defensively oriented player here. What do you think about this lineup? What's your thoughts here, Spar?
Looking at the Breqhou team, like you said, stacked, lots and lots of experience as well. You know, a lot of these boys have been around for a long, long time, obviously in their respective regions as well. Palfa originally playing in EU, but it's gonna be hard. I think defensively as well, they're very tricky. Cooper and Skits thrive defensively, but at the same time, you know, Backy and Skits as well, like, offensively and defensively. So, I mean, I could say that about everyone on that team, to be honest. Like, it's hard to beat, and that's, you know, they're showing exactly why they finished top of the table.
Yeah, they've got a lot of room for rotations just across the field. It's very difficult to play against that lineup here. But the challenging team going into these blokes is, of course, Thomas Shoubi with Boppy, the other commissioner of Oceanic Slapshot League, as their captain, with Joycey, Turg, and Such Is Life. Again, another pretty stacked lineup there, especially with the link-ups between Boppy and Turg that I've noticed in the last few games. They have some crazy potential between the two of them. Have you seen some of the passes between them, Spar?
Oh, no, I definitely have, and obviously this is the first time they've played on a season together, but they are, you know, they're good friends, so they've got that chemistry going, and you can see it definitely built throughout the season to the point where they played finals, and it's like their passing play, just everything, absolutely insane. And I think it's going to be a lot for Breqhou to try and deal with defensively.
Absolutely. Now, just before we get into before we dive into the desk, actually, we'll go ahead and take a look at the ladder from the regular season here. As you said before, Breqhou and Thomas Shoubi finished first place during a regular season, with, I think, the difference only being 1 game lost extra to Thomas Shoubi. So, very, very intense there, especially with the fact that Breqhou only lost their 1 game to Thomas Shoubi as well. So,
exactly.
It's just going back to that point that it was all, in the balance from the last game that we had, last week. That's where everything changed up, and Thomas Shoubi could potentially grab this game going up. So, very, very cool stuff there. Of course, we've got the matchup between these two teams. Goal differentials. Breqhou leading the charge in terms of offense, and Thomas Shoubi just leading in terms of saves as well. But still, both sides very, very high scoring in all aspects across the board here. So it's going to be a very, very intense game coming up. So yeah, I'll see if I can pull up some more interesting statistics here that have been given to us by the beautiful Palfa as well. The man playing. Somehow he's also had the time to whip up some extra stats for us. So big shout outs to the man.
He loves his stats.
Absolutely. Looks like that on the field here tonight, Boppy has the highest goals per period out of all the players. He's 1.6. That's a very, very impressively high statistic right there. Assists per period, Joycey leads the charge, with Backy following very close at 0.94. So both teams looking pretty spicy with their offensive skills. And in terms of saves here, let's see who's topping here. Saves plus blocks. Cooper, of course, in the lead, very defensively oriented, as well as saves and save proportion. So expect very high quality defense from Cooper here tonight.
Definitely. He's definitely the designated back player for Breqhou, I think. But also has the ability, as we saw in their semi-final, has the ability to score some very nice goals.
Now, just while we're waiting for everybody to join into the lobby really quickly, what do you think? What do you think these starting lineups are going to look like?
I think across the board, both teams. No, I shouldn't say that. I think Thomas Shoubi are going to be quite consistent. They're going to be playing the Bobby, Joycey, Turgaloo. As much as I would love to see such as life playing, a good friend of mine, I don't think he's going to fit into that team where these other three in Bobby, Joycey, and Turg have the experience, have the skill, and just the all-round potential. So I think there's not going to be a lot of changes there unless games are maybe going towards more of a stomp, or they just have a lot of trust in such as life. But I do hope to see him play, but I'm not too confident on that.
Oh, absolutely.
Breqhou, I think they can switch it up a bit. I feel like you're going to see a lot of rotations between Cooper and Palfa. I think Backy and Skits are just concrete in their team, in that they are needed for that team to perform.
Yeah, Backy and Skits are a pretty strong backbone for them. It's just really... Did I say Backy and Skits? Yeah, I did.
You meant that.
Yeah, I did mean that. Sorry.
I think we just got Backy. Shout out Skits, don't worry.
Yeah. No. Backy and Skits, they're a pretty strong backbone, especially for offense. With Palfa, as we've seen in past games, Palfa's been pretty reliable in the back play. He's gotten some crazy passes off, gotten some really high quality link ups, and has really learnt to play with these two upfield players. Backy, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's able to rotate to pretty much anywhere, fill in wherever he's needed. But just even when they're out of position, they still have a very, very strong lineup, right? Like, even if Palfa's not back, Backy can go back. Skits can go back.
Yeah, they're all well rounded. They can rotate successfully, which is what I think makes a good team. Especially in this level, you're able to have those teams that have the players that are all rounded. They can do everything. They can make the saves, they can make the passes, they can make the shots, which Breqhou is definitely one of them.
Absolutely. Just very, very strong in general from Breqhou. But also with Thomas Shoubi, I'd say it's a little bit less of a generalist team and more so that they have a bunch of high-quality specialists, right? The closest
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, especially with Boppy's offense, like his dribbling, his one-on-ones, the way that he's able to get past the opposition, it's just very high quality in terms of that. So Turg and Joycey seem to take up a more back-playing role in terms of that lineup there, I'd say.
Yeah, no, I like Joycey is definitely the designated, I guess you could call it goaltender for the team. He can pull off some crazy saves. Turg and Boppy, I feel like they could, they can both do well defensively. Like, I hear a lot of people saying that their bumps are just crazy annoying. So having to deal with them from an attacking standpoint is really annoying. But at the same time, they're both really good goal scorers.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I have gotten an offer from Mully here asking to be the sideline commentator. Is this okay? Or?
Oh no! Look, that's completely up to you, my friend. You're the big man here, so if you're happy to drop by the sideline every couple of goals or so, that's we can drag him in here and he can give us a quick update of how things are looking, etc.
Yeah. I think that'd be very, very interesting to bring him in during some of the periods. See some of his insight. But either way. Commissioner is the all-ruling one here.
I think we're almost ready, though.
Yeah.
Everyone's in. We're just waiting for them to ready up. And I'm surprised they're not going to have Skits.
Are they not starting with Skits? Okay.
Well, Skits isn't even in the lobby, but he is on.
Right.
The last time I checked.
Maybe they're just waiting for him to join in. I'm not entirely too sure.
Maybe they'll just start off the first one without Skits, but this is still a solid lineup. I think it's more of a defensive, just looking at who's on. But I've been told Skits is restarting his net.
Ah, that makes sense. The classic Oceanic Slapshot League internet
problems.
Of course. Either way, getting into the first period of our grand final here, starting us off with Breqhou. With some good possession. Palfa over to Cooper, trying to get past Turg early here. And Boppy with a shot already hitting posts. Jeez, Thomas Shoubi going in early here. 20 seconds in already, first points.
Quite surprised. Boppy was unmarked in the middle. They were very much worried about that wall pass and he was left free.
Need to get some of those priorities straight with this side here. Here we go, Joycey. Does get past back with a pass over to Boppy. Center field over to Turg. Not able to take the pass cleanly. Ending up in a solid defense from Breqhou. Cooper looking to try and get over to Backy. Joycey with the quick take. And shot on goals. Thomas Shoubi leading 2-0 already.
Cooper trying to go for that wall pass off to Backy, but definitely in a risky area. So Joycey had a nice intercept and shot on goal there.
Clean heads-up play there by Joycey. He's a pretty good player, He's a pretty good player. We talk about Boppy and Turg a lot.
Exactly, I know. He's underrated. He can make so many great saves, but at the same time, he just pops off out of nowhere, and it's insane.
Exactly. He's a perfect third man for this side here. Backy looking to try and pass over to Palfa, taken away by Turg. Will be able to move up through the field, taking the shot himself. Joycey was in front of goals, but Turg went for the shot instead. Speaking of Joycey, another touch on the puck pass back down to Turg behind goals again. Love him being back down there. Boppy again passing it back down behind goals, giving Breqhou a little bit of possession now. Joycey trying to get around Cooper. Might be able to get some steps. No. Looks like Cooper will retain possession here. Very defensively oriented player. Used to maintaining a lot of pressure on him and maintaining that puck here for his team. Cooper trying to get past Joycey. Marking boards here, really just limiting the passing option over to Backy. He knows that that's where a lot of the struggle here in this first period is going to come for Thomas Shoubi. Palfa looking to go over to Backy. Can't find him. Boppy. Pass upfield over to Joycey and nails that one in as well. Cooper not able to defend it. Thomas Shoubi early leads here.
Well, that was a great pass from Boppy. I think Cooper wasn't ready for that near post shot and kind of covered the middle, leaving it exposed for Mr. Joycey to score a nice second goal there.
Now, at the moment, Thomas Shoubi are definitely in the lead in terms of pretty much everything across the board here. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I can just tell from how they're playing that they are applying a lot of pressure just all across the field at the moment. But does this change going into the next period or whenever Skits gets his Wi-Fi back? Not entirely too sure. What do you think, Spar?
I feel like Skits is going to relieve some pressure. I think Breqhou are trying a little bit too hard to stay defensive here. I think Skits is definitely going to open up that option. at the sideline for those quick counter plays and hopefully get some shots on target, because looking at stats, the only stat that Breqhou has at the moment is a save.
Jeez. Okay, that is a lot of pressure there. Boppy on the board again with that one, might I say. It's a nice shot. Good takeaway as well. But only a save for Breqhou hockey team. That's not what you want to hear from this side here. Backy looking to try and get on the board. Not able to. Maybe looking for a pass back here. Again, pressure on boards here from Thomas Shoubi. Turg taking this one away. Taking another shot. Not able to get it off though. Palfa looking to go over to Backy. Taken away by Turg. Another chance here for Thomas Shoubi. Looking to try and get to 5 goals this period. If they actually get to 5 goals this period, then that's going to be a very tough comeback for Breqhou. You know.
Oh, definitely. And I think I can almost see Such Is Life maybe coming on for that second period if they do get a couple more goals, 1 or 2.
We'd love to see Such Is Life out on the field.
He's seriously impressed me. Like, bias aside, have you seen him in RPOGs? He would play at least 6 games a day. And like, that's no exaggeration. I am impressed. He played all the way back in season 5, I think our first season was, and never played again. And then Boppy invited him to his team, and all of a sudden he's just become this monster.
Crazy stuff there. Such Is Life playing for such a long time. So you got to respect it to the veterans of Slap, Sticking around for so long.
And you're seeing a lot of them, unfortunately, not playing as much now, which I fully get. It's a commitment, especially playing for that many seasons. So it's nice to see older players and people like Such Is Life coming back to Slap, which you hope more people do.
Oh my goodness, what a perler that was from boards. Steps around back with a bump as well. Shot on goals, carrying the puck upfield and doing everything all on his own, Turg. 5 points to Shoubi.
Yeah, great goal there from Turg. I think Cooper again, not holding that near post this time a little bit too tight, leaving the rest of the goal open.
Exactly. But yeah, even with the veteran talk that we were talking about earlier, with Such As Life and whatnot, we have a lot of veterans on the field here, especially with Backy, Cooper, and Turg. These guys have been around for at least as long as I can remember.
Oh no, Cooper he's the first couple of seasons, Backy shortly after, Turg shortly after, Joycey shortly after. Bobby obviously a bit more recent, but that doesn't take away from his ability at the game.
Yeah, still a very high quality player. But, having the veterans back him up here, a lot of experience on his side and on Breqhou's as well. It really just means a lot going into this game here. It really means a lot.
Definitely. And you can see the experience is paying out. Speaking of experience, Skits is going to come on. He's a long-time vet.
Brilliant stuff.
I would say he's older than half of the server combined, people say. He's quite the old-timer, but his experience shows.
Either way, on to the face-off here. Backy taking the puck away. Pass over to Palfa. Trying to set up Backy already. You can see right off the bat here, they've taken a much more offensive play style in this period here. Palfa managing to slot that one in. The defense just not able to read it in time.
I think Palfa, I couldn't tell, he's going for a shot or a pass. I think just trying to get it in there and hope that something happens. Bobby not able to predict what was going to happen with it though.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time, all you need is pressure to really, cause mistakes in this game. And I reckon that's going to be where a lot of the points in this one is going to be lying. Just in small little mistakes, little defensive errors, little
Definitely. And, with a game of this caliber, the tiniest of mistakes, although rare, are going to mean a whole lot.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm saying here. Just every small little mistake. It's all about the 1%ers with this roster, right? It's all about those little 1% plays, making sure that you catch every single receive, making sure that the passes are on point every time, and just finishing as well. Oh no, you don't like to see that from Joycey.
No, I think that was basically going to Backy anyway.
It was, yeah.
Joycey not able to get it away from him. Maybe should have cleared it in the direction it came from, but
yeah,
gifts it nicely to Backy.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough to see that happen, you don't like to see it.
Again, like we were saying, it's the small mistakes, like that little touch is unfortunate enough to to concede a goal for Thomas Shoubi.
Exactly. It's all about those 1% plays here. Turg, back on boards, pass upfield over to Boppy. Net was open. I was talking about this before, you know, the Turg-Boppy link up. Those folks right there are...
No, that was beautiful. Like, I'm just going to finish a sentence there. Wonderful play, and Boppy with a nice shot. I think he knew Skits could almost get there, so he went for the cheeky chip. Got it over him nicely. Great pass from Turg.
Yeah, good read across the field as well to know that goals just weren't marked to pass upfield. You know, Boppy moving up, Turg moving back, drawing out the defense. It all worked out perfectly for them in that play there. Boppy looking for maybe for Joycey here. Does choose him. Palfa applying some pressure. Joycey might have to pass around boards here. Turg pushing it back down to Joycey again. They like passing around boards back down behind Breqhou goals, don't they?
No, I do see a lot of teams these days doing that, playing that third man, sitting behind the opposition net and looking for a pass. Hopefully, either trying to get a wrap or hope that someone's in the middle to score a nice goal in front.
You can see the passing plays from Thomas Shoubi as well. Even Joyce is getting in on them. You can see the three-man link-ups as well, from back play up to Joyce up to Turg. It's all coming together for him, but Breqhou!
Speaking of...
Oh my goodness! Skits to Palfa to Backy. That is a clean three-man play there.
Wonderful pass from Palfa there to put Backy on goal, and nice top bin shot there. It's wonderful to see.
Absolutely, absolutely. Turg, over to Boppy. Might be able to get it to Joycey again. Dancing around in front of them, taking the shot himself, nearly goes through. But Skits, I believe, was in defense for that one.
People are saying that Skits is the difference, and I think they could be right here. They're down 5-0 at half time. They brought it back to only half the deficit.
Exactly. Skits, it could be a massive difference maker here in this game. You know, Cooper is a fantastic player, don't get me wrong, but
no, they're all great. It's just, you know, I think Skits just fits the team perfectly, regardless if it's Backy or Cooper or Palfa in the, as that third man.
Oh, just barely missing that one though. Unfortunate there for Skits, but still a lovely play again by Boppy with the shots. Can never underestimate that bloke right there.
That was a great shot there. Skits dashed out of the way just as we were talking about him. I think he hurt us. We jinxed him a bit, but it's unfortunate nonetheless from him.
Commentator's curse happens all the time.
You love to see it. It's part of the game at this point.
At this point, yeah, it absolutely is. Oh, Skits. We'll be able to get this one away from goals there. I was a little bit worried that one had a bit of extra speed. Might sail
Thankfully,
in.
I think you had faith that he could get back for that. He went for the shot then himself. Was going for the downtown.
Yep, exactly. Backy getting bumped by Boppy. Hold on, another chance here for Thomas. Shoubi hits the posts. Joycey, second chance. Not able to, though. Bumps from Breqhou, keeping him off goals there.
Backy almost fumbling it a bit there.
Yeah, it's close, man. A lot of pressure being applied on Breqhou.
Yeah, you can see they're feeling the pressure as well, and I'm sure Thomas Shoubi have been, but a bit of it's relieved having a nice lead, but there's a lot of stakes with this final.
Exactly. But as we were talking about with Cooper before, he's a massive play. He's really high quality, right? But I think that if you put him into the Breqhou lineup, into this game in particular, it's a bit too defensively oriented, you know? Like, he's fantastic in goals.
I think, yeah, exactly. And the fact, because he's good, then it's hard to pair him up with the others who I think are both attack and defensively minded. But at the same time, Cooper's ability to dangle and all that is actually insane, considering, you know, he had a period where he didn't play for a long time, and like you can still see he still has the skill. As they're I think going to leave him off as we go into the third period here. They're gonna trust the Palfa Backy Skits combo again. They managed to bring back 3 goals. I think they're going to hope to get a few more.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think that Breqhou are going to definitely be gunning to take this third period back here. But with this sort of lead from Thomas Shoubi, I have the feeling that they're going to be taking this first game out here. But at the same time, you know, it's Slapshot. It's 5 minutes, 5 goals in the game. The Breqhou could come back from this, especially with their absolutely crazy offensive lineup. You never know.
Especially with you calling it as well, you know, the exact opposite could happen.
yeah.
Knowing our luck, but
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, you just never trust me when I say anything. It turns wrong instantaneously.
Oh, exactly. Like as soon as it's mentioned, just the exact opposite happens, and then you start to laugh at yourself and realize.
Exactly. Joycey with this one, playing at third end behind goals as we were talking about earlier. Turg looking to try and get past Palfa. Hold on just a minute. Forced to take it back here. Pass upfield over to Boppy. Taking that one himself. What a shot that was.
That was a wonderful shot. What a nice pass from Turg. And I think just seeing that back, he wasn't sitting on that near post and smacks it into that top left corner.
Backy off the face-off, nearly able to get that one in. I don't think he was ready for it to bounce back up from behind goals like that. Here we go. Turg with this one. Trying to get past Backy. Might have to take it back again. And will. Boppy taking control of this one. Over to Joycey upfield. Bounces off of posts. And Boppy with it again. Looking for Turg here. Takeaway by Skits. No clean possession right now for either side. It's very back and forth. Backy. Looking to go over to Palfa. Maybe for a third man pass to Skits. He's waiting in center. Not able to get it though. Turg to Joycey. Backy. Takeaway. Hold on just a minute. He might be able to run the field here. No, he won't. Boppy. Nearly getting that one in as well. A lot of like long range shots going in whenever there's nobody in goals as well. People looking to try and, you know, take the absolute most advantage from any situation. Joycey just touching that one in. Celebratory bottle blow there, I hear.
Love to see it.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
That was a nice goal there from Joyce. He completes his hat-trick. He's been quite the offensive player, I think, Turg. As I say that.
As you say it.
He smacks that top corner. Oh my lord, a great pass from Boppy. Turgler, I think, has decided to play back and say, Joycey, mate, here you go.
Have the puck.
Have some goals.
Take the roll. It's all yours, buddy. Get up there. 10-3. Thomas Shoubi in the lead here. This scoreline is just extended more and more here for Thomas Shoubi.
No, definitely. And I was looking briefly before the game started at the two previous meetings between these two teams, and Thomas Shoubi lost the first one. I think it was, I had it for like half a second. It was, 5-12. So they lost by 7 goals, but they won. Thomas Shoubi won the second meeting 8-5.
Wow, okay, yeah.
So quite a vast improvement, and I definitely think it comes down to that chemistry being able to slowly form throughout the season for Shoubi.
Exactly, yeah. There's a lot of experience on their team, but they don't usually play together in league matches, right? This is the first time that I think that all these players have played together.
Oh, no, definitely. You know, they've all. I think maybe at some point, Joycey and Turg have played together. I could be wrong,
right?
But obviously, this is the first time Bobby's been away from FPS. So you definitely have. It's hard starting with a new team. You know, you're having to work on that chemistry, how each other play, and I know every team can relate to that. So at the start of the season, it's always tricky with a new team, but I guess having players with such ability, it just comes down to point.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you came from FPS slappers as well. Turg, hold on just a minute. Looking away for 1 second, and Turg goes in again here.
Manages to wrap it around Backy there. That was a nice shot there. I'm surprised Bobby got the pass off, but great nonetheless.
Exactly. Yeah, that was a clean play. But yeah, when you come from FPS slappers, who again also used to have a lot of high quality players, just like last season and the season before that with Chim, it's just, you know, you're used to playing with quality, right?
Yeah,
very used to it.
Speaking of quality, what a quality play!
Yeah, they need.
Wow!
They're gonna need to pull a lot of that out into this second game in just a minute here. But yeah, as you can see, Breqhou hockey team trying to inspire just a bit more confidence before going into the second series point pretty soon.
Yeah, and it's definitely what they need. You know, I'm sure they're feeling a bit lackluster at the moment, confidence-wise.
You just had to mention it.
I had to mention confidence. I think he heard me, and he's kind of just lost a bit of that in front and panicked, not sure what to do. Misses the opening goal, was unfortunate, but they definitely need that confidence if they're going to perform in that second game. Otherwise, at this rate, it's just going to be a runaway for Thomas Shoubi.
Yeah, definitely not something beyond Breqhou hockey team though. You know, they finished first place in the regular season for a reason. They're a very high quality side, and admittedly, Thomas Shoubi is able to blow this one out with another Turg score there, even a hat trick for him as well. But Breqhou hockey team don't write them out for the series just yet.
No, they do definitely have a chance. I wouldn't doubt them for a second. I can see them winning a game, maybe 2, maybe 3. I can't rule anyone out at this point.
Oh, very close save there from Backy. Such a reliable guy as well. You know, you put him in the finishing position, you know, to finish off the passes. You put him in the midfield to pass up. You put him in defense. He will cover very easily pretty much anywhere on the field. Oh,
and he's like, you can tell he's one of the best slap players OSL has produced. So it's nice to see him playing, and I think obviously I know a lot of people were surprised that Palfa and Backy teamed at the start of the season, but you can definitely tell Palfa's learned a lot from Backy.
Yeah,
and he's definitely improved his game a lot. So you love to see it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I've been curious about this the whole game here. I want to see how close these stats are from these two teams. Shot conversion percentage, 52% to Thomas Shoubi, 40% to Breqhou. Face-offs, pretty even. Passes, though, Thomas Shoubi are absolutely dominating there with some of that boppy Turg Joycey chemistry going on right now. 55 to 95. Nearly double.
Wow.
That's very, very impressive there from Thomas Shoubi.
And yeah,
especially
it's definitely paid off.
Yeah. Especially considering that the possession is 43% to 57%. So not that big of a difference in terms of that there. So just, I don't know, where these extra points come from? Just finishing, I guess. The passing plays.
Yeah, just, you know, quick passes. That's all you need, I think, at this level. You saw a couple of the goals are just quick plays from the back, send it up, and then bang, first time finish. So they don't need a whole lot of possession to dominate.
Exactly. It's still like very, very impressive what they're managing to pull off here, especially against the first place team there. Now, in this next game, they're likely to start with hold on, let me get the password here. I think I've got it, but
it's the same one. Same one.
Trying to get into the lobby here. It's not letting me in.
It's not letting you in. Caps lock on?
I'm not even typing it. I'm copy pasting. Hold on. Let me go ahead and copy it again.
Gotcha.
Let me copy it again.
Hopefully that works.
Yeah, hopefully it does. All right, copy paste. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
We're in. Something messed up there. I'm not too sure what, but we are back at it again for the next period. Now, let's take a look at some of this lineup here. Skits, Backy, Palfa, again, what we were more or less expecting from Breqhou, and then Thomas Shoubi with Turg, Joycey, and Boppy. You know, it makes sense, these lineups. It makes a lot of sense. Putting on a lot of their strong players here. Now, this is my personal thoughts here, but I think that Breqhou, if they manage to take the lead, they're going to be putting Cooper on towards the end of the periods. Right? Like, do you think that's a solid idea coming out from Spar?
I'm sorry, I just got back. What did you say?
Okay. Do you think that Breqhou hockey team, if they manage to get the lead, that they'll sub Cooper in to try and, you know, ice off the game, I
think they can do a lot, and as much as I love Thomas Shoubi, I feel like a lot of their game is going to rely on confidence. So if they start to fall behind, they're going to struggle a lot. We've got a restart, though.
A restart, go new lobby.
I think Backy was lagging or something. I'm going to guess, but we're going new lobby.
Right.
Seems.
In new lobby. Back to the desk. Welcome back. But yeah, just in my personal opinion, I think that they're going to try and, you know, seal off the game with Cooper coming onto the field, considering that he is very defensive, right? And how well he plays in that back playing position. I do believe that that's going to be an option for their rotations here in this one.
Yeah, no, exactly. I feel like, Cooper could be used regardless of the result. Obviously their game plan, it seems at the moment, is the Palfa skits back. He hasn't worked for the last 2 periods, but they started to show a bit of a comeback. So you're hoping they get new game, start fresh, and then go from there.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, hopefully we're getting into this second game here. Of course, Thomas Shoubi taking the lead in this series. 1 point ahead. Breqhou hockey team 0 in terms of series. All right, Turg going over to Boppy. Not able to maintain the puck there. Turg taking this one over to Joycey. Good pressure from Skits marking the passes. Turg might be forced to go to Boppy here or try and run it himself. Skits, more pressure from Breqhou hockey team. Turg over to Boppy. Looking to try and get a shot on goals here. Can't though. Backy nearly getting a point here for himself with a good takeaway. Skits putting on some more pressure, following up on the passes. A lot of loose play going on with the puck here. Boppy on the boards, pass upfield over to Turg. Good link up, but not able to get the pass off. Again, Skits marking that line there. Joycey able to squeeze it through.
I think.
Yeah, you go.
I think that's come off. Yeah, it's bounced both off Skits and Palfa.
Yeah. I want to say beautiful shot by Joycey there, but I'm not going to lie. I don't think anybody could pull that one off, deliberately.
No way. I don't think there was his intentions, but hey, a goal's a goal. I'm sure he's saying to his team.
Exactly. A goal's a goal, even if it's through pure pressure and just panic alone. It gets points on the board, and points is what wins you the game at the end of the day,
I can guarantee you that's how a lot of my goals came about. Just running at them, spinning, and half the time they screw up, and half the time we concede because of it.
Exactly. Turg on boards. We'll get this one away. Looking to try and go back down behind goals. Nobody from Thomas Shoubi following up on it, though. Boards pass over to Palfa. Sends that one flying across the face of goals. Skits likely trying to follow up on it, but not able to get there in time. Joycey with the puck, trying to get past Backy. A difficult task indeed. Taking this one up himself. Shot just misses.
What a goal that would have been.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking as well. Backy, you can never underestimate him, right? Even when you're up, when you're in the lead, when you've got the puck, you can never underestimate his individual skills. The fact that he can just take the puck away from you, just like that. Backy taking the puck away from Turg. Instantly turning a defensive situation into an offensive one. Skits nearly able to get the shot in. Oh my goodness! Boppy misses the receive off of that one, giving probably the slowest goal that we're going to see here tonight.
That was unfortunate from Boppy. I don't think he was estimating the pace of that shot. I think he's...
Oh! Speaking of estimating, Turg with a perfect estimation at that angle there. Step back, you're not able to cover it in time. Good stuff there.
Wow, lots of goals first period, and it's even. It's at least it's not one-sided, which happened in the first period of first game. So you like to see it's more of a contest at the start of this period.
Yeah. Going back to what we were saying earlier as well, it's still very much about those little 1% plays, those small mistakes like Boppy in goals there, just barely missing the puck.
Yeah,
that cost
exactly.
them points, and that's what's going to make a big difference here tonight. The amount of small little mistakes that they make. The less they make, the better their opportunities are to win the game, win the series in the end, Every little thing counts here at this point. Turg.
Woo.
Lucky he was there. I'm not too sure if that was a deliberate pass back or a complete accident.
Testing his teammate. I think that was Boppy.
Yeah,
making sure he's on his toes.
You get him on his toes. Make sure he's awake. You gotta make sure the monitor's on for this game. Skits with this one. Looking to try and get around Boppy. Beautiful pass up to Backy, but not able to make the receive happen with that one. Turg back down behind goals. Might be able to get Skits to come out here. Good pressure from Skits. Oh my goodness, you love to see it. Big bump there.
Togalu hitting the I lagged. He's asked me to redo. Unfortunately, can't do much about that in a grand final, Turg.
Yeah.
But nice try.
At this point, that's just the OCE curse. Turg with this one. Looking to try and make up for that small little mistake there. Ends it with Joycey. Backy pressured by Boppy. Knows very well the pass to his man in the back though, Palfa. Seems to be a pretty regular back player here for Breqhou hockey team. Not able to defend that one though. Boppy with an absolute perler there. Top bins as well.
Fantastic shot there from Boppy. Redeeming himself a bit, I think, for that first goal conceded.
Yep. Making up for the mistakes. Skits. Over to Palfa. Good take there by Turg. Might be able to get around Backy here. Struggling a little bit. Still retaining the possession. Though refuses to pass back. Boppy was waiting for him that whole time and ends up overturning to Palfa. No, Joycey with another touch. Backy. Maybe looking for Skits. Joycey marking the Skits pass. Ends up having to go over to Palfa. Not able to take the puck cleanly. Turg on this one. Joycey upfield, not able to make the shot happen. Drifts in front of goals. Backy with the quick reflexes there. Yeah, at the very least, he got it out, you know. That could have gone in at any point.
As long as you don't concede, I wouldn't be complaining too much.
Exactly. 3-2. Geez, this period's flown by. 15 seconds left already.
Goal fest.
Palfa. Oh, that could have been very unfortunate had Boppy not been back there. Skits trying to even the game up in his first period, but unfortunately not able to, ending this period in a scoreline of 3-2. Much closer than the first period we saw in the first game here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's more of what we expected from this game, from this series. So, you know, it's nice to see the competition is nice and high.
Now, I'll go ahead and very quickly drag Molly Bar in because I completely forgot that he was the sideline commentator.
I was just gonna pull him in myself, actually. Yeah. We'll get a sideline analysis from Molly, hoping he's here.
Yep. Hopefully Molly's here and listening.
Yo, Molly, how are we going down there at ice side? I guess you could say pitch or rink side.
Well, I can hear the spectators murmuring. They're not really watching much of the game. They're mainly looking at the John Wick advertising. But
I see. Yep, the one in the back.
We're gonna make sure we advertise that, get the money for so shout out whenever it's coming out. John Wick 4. Is it 4? Is it 3?
About the game though, Molly. About the game.
Personally, I think Turg's doing amazing. And I think ever since Skits fixed his internet, Breqhou would look like a whole different team. I think that may have lost him that last game because you can see after starting with Skits, they look like they'd actually win a game, unlike last game. So I think it's a great start for him.
Yeah, they do look like a completely different team as well. Thank you very much, Molly Bar, for those little words there. Beautiful analysis.
Thanks, Molly.
All right.
Go back to the desk here. Thanks for the John Wick shout out there from Molly.
The John Wick shout out, yeah.
It is on those little advertisement boards. I don't know if you have them on, but I don't think they're displaying at the moment.
They're not displaying it right now.
I did see Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Show up briefly.
Yeah, you know, we need to give shout out to small little franchises like that, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's the small businesses.
Yeah.
When you have such a large corporation like OSL, you can only think about when we were like that. So you gotta give back.
Yeah, exactly. But getting back to the game here, away from John Wick, we've got Turg overturned to get a backy. Not able to make anything happen from it though. Joycey and Backy competing for this one. Looks like Breqhou might get the touch away from this one. Yes, they will. Overturns immediately to Joycey. A little bit of a brain explosion there from Backy. Not too sure what that play was about. Ends up with Turg to Joycey. Not able to make anything happen there. Backy running this one himself. Misses goals. Skits. Pass to Backy. Looking to try and step through himself again. Back pass is open to Cooper, by the way. Cooper, who's subbed on for Palfa. We've been talking too long. We've been talking too long.
I only just realised, but no.
Oh, Bobby.
I think he's...
What a shot.
Cooper dispossessed there. We were talking about him. We put him off. Sorry, Cooper.
Yeah.
That was a great shot, though, from Bobby.
Yeah, exactly. We should not have mentioned Cooper. He was doing perfectly fine up until we started talking about him, man. Either way, Bobby with this one here. Looking to try and bait out a step from Skits. Gets the pass up to Turg. Shot, not able to land it, though. Cooper on this one. Joycey competing. Puck ends up with Skits. Pass up to Backy. Not able to find it. Turg trying to step around. And Thomas Shoubi 4 at the moment compared to Breqhou Hockey Team 2. 2 minutes left in this period here. Still a very doable comeback here for Breqhou Hockey Team. Even if they just keep it at this pace, I think it would work out really well for these guys here. You know, just getting into that next substitute, getting their full roster back on and whatnot. Full strength for the third and final period.
Exactly. Yeah, like, you know,
yeah,
it's fine how it is at the moment. I think, yeah, like Breqhou are trailing by 2, almost 3 goals. That hits both posts, but they're only trailing by 2, so it's not like it's a bad lead.
Yeah,
to lose. So this game could go either way.
It could very much go either way. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been saying. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, it's still coming down to those 1%ers, you know, like leaving goals slightly open, not covering shots like that well enough. And so far, both teams are doing a very, very high quality job of it. You know, Thomas Shoubi just exploiting those small mistakes ever so slightly more, giving them the lead here. But it's just, you can tell that these two teams were the top 2 teams at the end of the regular season. And you can very easily see why.
Without a doubt.
Like, the mistakes they're making are so small, right? It's like just one small, you know, wrong shot, one small misplaced angle. You know, somebody's not back for 2 seconds, right? And oh my goodness, Backy slotting that one in.
He does so well there to just, oh my, you can't get any more top corner than that, I think. That was a wonderful goal.
Again, it goes back to what we were saying just like a few seconds ago, actually. Those small 1%ers, Turg only just failing to read that one. I think that if he didn't move there, he would have blocked it, I think. But at the same time, you know, it's just so small that these little errors...
That's so hard. Like, you can't expect it to go in that place. And I don't know how much Turg really could have done there. That was such a top corner shot. It was placed so well from Backy himself.
Yeah, exactly. You know, when they're directly in front of your net, those tend to be some of the hardest shots to block because there's so little time between the shot being taken and it actually hitting, like, the net, right? There's so little time to try and cover it. So either way, very, very good stuff from both teams here. Thomas Shoubi 4, Breqhou Hockey Team 3, third and final period. What do we think is going to happen down in this one, Spar? What do we think?
Oh, God, this is so hard to tell. And you know what? This is so hard to tell. I don't know. I've managed to pull Such Is Life from his team chat as he's not playing to come and talk to us quickly about the game.
Oh, beautiful. Let's bring him in.
We're going to bring him in here. Such Is Life, welcome. Welcome to the deck.
Oh, shout out Forge.
You're going to shout out Forge. Thanks very much. Mate, obviously, it's unfortunate to not see you play at the moment. We hope to see you on at some point. But how do you think your team's going?
They're going great. I just love watching them.
They are a fantastic team. That first game, quite a domination. This game, not so much. Do you feel like your team's doing anything wrong, or is Breqhou is doing a lot more things right?
I think they're doing a lot more right.
Yep, okay.
But
very interesting.
Playing very well.
Oh, and as you say that, Joycey scores an absolutely wonderful goal. Someone who's been playing exceptionally well tonight. If you were to play, who do you think you would sub yourself for?
I wouldn't sub myself for any of them.
You wouldn't sub your... That's a true team player right there. As Joycey scores another one.
Hat trick.
Such Is Life. We're gonna pull you back, or take you back to your team. We'll take you back to your team so you can celebrate with them. Okay, we'll let you celebrate.
Thank you for having me.
But thank you for the analysis. Best of luck for you and your team. We really do hope we see you playing at some point in this series.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Beautiful stuff there from Such Is Life joining us in the box.
Oh, you love to see. I heard
my goodness,
a poll says, sorry, yeah, that was almost an insane shot, but I was told by an unknown source that he has the sexiest voice in OSL.
He does have a pretty sexy voice, you have to admit.
Well, second, actually. I'd say second. The
Second?
first obviously goes to you, and then second is him.
Oh, I did him. Again, I'm touching my fingertips, man. Blushing right now.
It's so cute, you know. He has the sexy deep voice, but he doesn't have the caster voice. No one has the caster voice like you do.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I've had a few seasons training with it now. But, you know, we got to put that voice to use on this game here with Boppy taking the puck right now. Joycey trying to get past Skits. A good contest going on here for Breqhou. Thomas Shoubi, of course, in the last few minutes have pushed their lead to 6-3, making this a pretty difficult comeback here for even Breqhou, the first place team at the end of the regular season. Just 3 minutes, 3 points. Do you think Breqhou can do it, Spar?
It was at the start of the period, I said yes, but at this point, it's like Joycey is just popping off as he almost scores another one, but he's done so well himself, and they've got another one. I think it's just too hard for Breqhou to come back at this point.
Yeah, Boppy pushing them just that little bit further into the lead here. This is very, very difficult for Breqhou at the moment, you know?
Oh, I think so. Like I said, at the start of the period, where they're only down a goal, it was definitely doable, but I think they've lost that momentum a bit, and you can see they're struggling. The confidence is down, so I don't see them coming back unless they get a couple of quick goals here. But we're only halfway through the period.
Yep, it is still Slapshot. Anything can happen. But, you know, it's still very, very difficult for these blokes. Anyway, Joycey. Oh, my goodness, if he landed that, mate. Oh, my God. Cooper going up over to Skits, past to Backy. Not able to land a receive on that one. Ends it with Turg. Or Backy again. Backy once more. How many touches is this guy going to get? Boppy to Joycey. Trying to step around Cooper. And it's another shot from Joycey. Oh my goodness. I reckon
Joycey,
that one pretty much seals the deal here, doesn't it?
I think it's hard to come back at this point. 5 goals in 1 and a bit minutes. It's going to be tricky for Breqhou, I think.
Yeah, very, very tricky for Breqhou. So we've got... this will be Thomas Shoubi's second series point if they end up sealing this one off. Not too difficult for them to do, especially with this lead here. As long as they just don't make constant mistakes and try to, you know, 3 men in goal, then they should be okay for this series point here. Which puts a lot more pressure on Breqhou hockey team than they already had, you know, having to get a reverse sweep to win the grand final.
It's been done before. We've had I think 1 or 2 reverse sweeps, so it's definitely possible. But I think Breqhou is going to be feeling a lot of that pressure to the point where I think they are going to struggle quite a bit. Yeah,
exactly. What's the percentage of reverse sweeps in grand final? Honestly, I have no idea.
It would be god-awfully low.
Yeah, it would not be very likely at all. All right, we've got Cooper on this one. 30 seconds left to go. At the very least for Breqhou, the ending of this period here can be a little bit stress-free. Who knows, they might want to, you know, experiment a little bit, try some different offensive combinations here. You know, just make the most out of these last few seconds of this dwindling period before they go into what could potentially be their last game of the season. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Very close to ending. Can Breqhou put on the extras here just to get that little bit of a confidence boost? But Turg denying that one there for Breqhou and ending this game here. Thomas Shoubi 8, Breqhou hockey team 3. Started out a lot more balanced than the last game.
Oh god, yeah, it was super close those first 2 periods, and I think going to that third period, you know, Breqhou knew they had to try and bring it back. They had to win, so maybe the pressure got there. Like we've been saying, it could be a bunch of things. Yeah, I think they definitely need to. I think their strategy is going to be to solidify a team and work with that team rather than, I think, constantly subbing.
Yeah. I think that they need to get a little bit more consistency. You know, I love to see players come in and, you know, play their periods and whatnot, you know, get in, do what they need to do. It's just great to see rotations like that happen, right? But,
100%. But at the same time, with this much on the line, I think you want to have a team that you know is going to perform and that can, you know, that work well with each other. Not saying that there are certain players in Breqhou or Thomas Shoubi that, you know, do that. But I just think to, have that chemistry. It's hard when your team's constantly changing. You realize you have to adjust your play style.
Yeah. If you continuously adjust play style, because when you have a 3-man squad, right, everybody knows how each other plays. It's all consistent, right? There's a lot less variation when it comes to the style of play that you play, and that gets you playing a specific style a lot more than other styles, right? So it just comes down to consistency when you're rotating people around, and I think that that's something that Breqhou could potentially improve on to bring this next and potentially final game a bit more even throughout the duration of it. But at the same time, if they want to put Cooper on, don't get me wrong, I love seeing people swap around, get their periods.
Exactly. You love to see different players playing, and speaking of, I hope to see at some point such as live come on. You'd love to see, honestly, if they do complete the 3-0, the easy game, I guess you could call it, such as life being on for that third period of the third game, confirming the title for his team. You'd love to see it. Yeah. Hopefully at some point he gets on, but you never know.
Exactly. Now, we'll speedrun the stats because everybody is in here and waiting in the lobby, so we'll just go ahead and do some quick reads off. We won't even get time to do that. They're launching the period.
No, but all I see is that, again, Shoubi have double the passes, almost, of Breqhou, 48 to 80. Yeah. So, again, you can see that Shoubi are dominating those passes and thus being able to score more goals, get the lead, winning the games. It works in unison.
Exactly. That links up really well with the possession stat as well, with Shoubi being a lead, 64% to 36%. So it's very much down to those passing plays that really just let them maintain the possession and, prod at the defense of Breqhou, searching for small little 1% errors, as we've been talking about all night here tonight. Sound like a broken record going back to those, but it's just such an important point in this game, It's where most of the points have come from. There have, of course, been a few absolutely, perler plays that, either side can't really do anything about. But a lot of those small little mistakes do turn into points, especially going into these two teams here. But yeah, going back to this game here in the live commentary, Joycey looking to try and go down to Turg on that one. Skits with a clear. Haven't seen too many clears here tonight. But, that generally does add to the possession that we've been talking about. It's still an important statistic and is, in my personal opinion, one of the most important statistics. Right? Because possession, the more that you hold the puck, the less opportunity the other team has to, take a shot, right? The less chances they get. But in this game, it's just so even, and Boppy getting the lead here for Thomas Shoubi.
Wow, what a shot. That was a tight angle. I think Breqhou did what they could to defend that, but Boppy just proving to be too good there.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think Thomas Shoubi have taken the first point in pretty much all the games here tonight. Have they not?
No, they definitely would have. And it's good to see from them that they're able to then close that out, keep that lead. I don't think as well that Shoubi have lost the lead once. It's come, I think, at some point a draw maybe, at the very least, but they haven't been down.
Yeah.
So it shows how solid.
Exactly. It's a very solid lineup that they've got. They don't exactly have a completely dedicated back player, but they've got enough experience and enough individual talent that they can work around something like that with just their pure offense, If you attack often enough, you don't need to defend, and I think that is a saying that these blokes would go by pretty often.
Oh, I'm sure. And going into this game, I really would have thought Joycey would have been hard stuck in goal, making sure they don't concede any unfortunate goals, but he, I think, is the top scorer in the whole series tonight, and he's been absolutely phenomenal. So you like to see that, everyone's experimenting with different positions, even in a grand final.
Exactly. I noticed that even in the semi-final as well, Turg seemed to be back just that little bit more than Joycey. It was definitely split between the two of them, but Turg seemed to be covering goals a little bit more, Joycey playing a third man, trying to land some of those snappy passes over to Boppy, But it's just, these guys seem to be able to rotate between the two of them. They work really well for one another, covering where the other isn't. Like, even here, you can see Turg still in the back play, cleaning up whenever the plays get a bit messy. And Joycey trying to get it over to Boppy, you know, being an extra passing option, an extra route to get to Boppy, who's pretty much their star offensive player, I'd say.
He's definitely the main source of where the goals come from. He's not scoring all of them, but he's definitely assisting in a lot of them as well. And I think all of them are contributing nicely to each other, which is what makes this team so good.
Exactly. The even better thing about having a star player on the field like Boppy, who can beam in a crazy shot from pretty much anywhere, is the fact that having somebody like Boppy on the field brings a lot of attention from the defense, right? Which generally could leave somebody like Joycey, who does a lot more assists than pure offensive plays, in a better position to take shots, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to be covering the link up between Boppy and Turg, that Joycey is ready and waiting there to finish on those small little defensive misreads, those small little mistakes, and just overcommit. You know, it's just really great to see from these blokes here again. Now, only 1 point so far in this period. Nearly had to eat my own words there as I was saying them. But Thomas Shoubi with the only point in this first period, 25 seconds left to go.
No, very interesting. The first two games have both had 5 goals in the first period. First game, 5-0 to Thomas Shoubi. Second game, 3-2 to Thomas Shoubi. Now only 1, but we got 10 seconds left, and maybe see one more goal squeezed in by either team. It's close.
3 seconds left. Turg taking this one back. I'd say that's it. End of period 1. Thomas Shoubi 1. Breqhou hockey team 0. All right. Very, very good stuff here from both sides. Thomas Shoubi keeping consistent with their streak of being in the lead, you know, starting off strong. And Breqhou hockey team just trying to hold on here with their lineup of Skits, Backy, and Palfa going into this next one. I don't think there have been any substitutes from the last period. Doesn't look like it, at least to me. One thing that I have noticed is that Boppy's changed his outfit a few times. So, very, very interesting there.
Very stylish player.
He likes to change his outfit quite a lot, doesn't he? He was a sunflower not that long before. Now he's whatever that is. Either way, Backy with this one. Ends it with Skits, center field. Not able to make any plays off the back of it, though. Boppy trying to find Joycey. Good read there by Skits, though, marking that pass. Ends up with Turg in the back play. Moving upfield, pass to Joycey. Not able to find anything. Might have to pass back again to either Boppy or Turg. Turg seems to be taking up the furthest back position here. Goes to Joycey. Shot on goals with a rebound there. Not exactly what was intended, but Backy still saving that one. And speaking of saves, Turg coming in clutch there for Thomas Shoubi here. Backy having to go back and get this one. Trying to look for a pass upfield again. Goes over to Palfa. Does get around Boppy, but not for long enough, though. Has to pass back again. Both sides here seem to be putting a big priority on maintaining possession here. Again, even more to do with those small 1% errors that we've been going on about all night here. Retaining that possession is a very big way to limit the number of errors that you make. You know, the more that you hold on to the puck, the less mistakes you're going to make. And just in general, the better your team will perform. And of course, both sides here seem to know this well. Backy with the pass over to Palfa. Looking to take the shot, just somehow getting that one in between the defense of Boppy and posts here. Oh my goodness.
Woo!
A millisecond in that one.
He's brought it back. That's unlikely goal scorer, I think, Palfa.
You don't normally see him scoring those goals there, but he can go upfield and make those plays when he needs to. And Joycey returning it. Shutting down those plays. Absolute downtown. Exactly.
Bang.
Oh my goodness. Open net. Joycey slaps it in. Skits looking to try and return the favor. Not able to find it though. Thomas Shoubi defending so well off the back of that. Backy. Joycey with this one. Oh my goodness. I thought it was a little bit unlucky to hit posts there, but Boppy pushing up to cover for it. 3-1. Thomas Shoubi keeping the rhythm here tonight, keeping their lead. Very, very strong plays from them here. Turg trying to bring this one around. Not able to. Joycey might have to pass back here. Skits with the pressure. Might be able to pass it over to Palfa. Waiting in front of goals. Not able to find anything, though. Backy looking and trying to search for something. Maybe going over to Palfa. No. Goes for the downtown himself. Can't find anything, though. Turg looking for Joycey, maybe. Boppy getting marked heavily. Shoves it back down behind goals. Joycey looking for a wrap. Maybe not able to find anything. Skits down to Palfa again. Boppy. Good take on that one. Center to Joycey. Can he find the shot? He can find a line, but Skits reading that one so well there. Joycey looking to try and cause something here. Not able to. Has to pass back. Turg once again in the back play. Boppy up to Joycey. It's a beautiful pass, but it's just slightly out in front. Turg with this one. Pass to Joycey. Tried to go for a quick pass over to Boppy there. Not able to make it happen, though. Backy over to Palfa. Some very clean plays going on here at the moment. It's just come down to those small, like, just finishing those little plays here and there. That's where a lot of the potential is in terms of both teams here, actually. Both teams are making small little mistakes with finishing their offensive plays, which is just really limiting the number of goals that they're able to score. Turg pushing for Joycey. Pass to Boppy. Just barely missing the receive. And Breqhou hockey team live to breathe. Yet again, Skits. Pass over to Palfa. Center to Backy. A little bit preemptive on that one. Not able to find him. Boppy with the pressure. Does get it away from Backy. Might have to look for a pass over to Turg. Can't find it though. Skits upfield to Backy. Goes over the stick. And ends up with Turg. Turg once again looking for Joycey. Taken away by Palfa. Backy might be able to get some touches on this one. Yes, he will. But Boppy with a good bump there. Very, very strong stuff. Boppy to Turg. 30 seconds left. Joycey on this one. Not too much happening here for either side. Breqhou hockey team just clinging on. Trying to look for Skits here from Backy. No, Boppy might get a chance. Taken by Backy. Very solid stuff. 10 seconds. Turg chooses Joycey. 5 seconds. He might get the last touches here. Turg. And that will be it, actually. All right. Solid second period here from both teams. Thoughts so far, Spar?
Wow, yeah, no, that was definitely a more, like you said, smooth period. I not a lot of goals, but it's because the teams are playing, I think, quite well. And like I'm just, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to read the chat in the game at the same time. They're trying to bring such as life on, but unfortunate not to. But yeah, no, like both teams have been playing quite well that period. So not a lot of goals, yes, but a lot of solid teamwork, a lot of passes. And then, like you said, it comes down to those, just all you need to do is have someone finishing it, and they're not able to find that person to get that last little touch to score the goal for them.
This very rarely happens, but the quality of play has gotten so high in the last few minutes that I genuinely can't find much to talk about here.
Yeah, no, it's like regarding goals and like, crazy saves. It's pretty bare at the moment, but hopefully we'll see something different as Turg gets a nice save though.
One thing that I have noticed though is that the pressure doesn't seem to be getting applied to either side here. Hold on a minute. Just as I mentioned, this Breqhou hockey team might be starting to put some on themselves. Oh, never mind. What on earth? Rebound off of Turg's head, I think. What was it? Was it? Yeah, it was. It was.
Boy. I think it's come off Turg, and it's actually gone above Palfa's head to the point where he can't even do anything about that. You wonder if only cosmetics had hitboxes. See, Palfa's wearing a cone on his head. If that had a hitbox, he could have saved it. Irvion.
Get on it, lad.
Get cosmetics to have hitboxes. Palfa will be complaining about it for ages.
All right. Back into the game here. Turg trying to fight for the puck here. Does come away with it. Skits looking to try and go to Palfa here. I was just about to say as well before that last goal that there doesn't really seem to be any consistent pressure being applied to either side. But of course that doesn't that doesn't really apply much anymore, considering that Thomas Shoubi have given themselves 2 goals in the last few minutes here. Wow, that is actually a pretty heads-up play there from Boppy. I believe the pass came from Turg, right? I was taking just a quick drink. So.
And Palfa was unfortunate to miss it, I think. And then Boppy just gets a clear walkthrough towards goal.
Oh, that hurts to see.
It's a lot of post hits. It's a lot of post hits from Breqhou, and you can tell it's annoying them.
Yep, the pressure's getting to him. The clock's ticking down. The concept of a reverse sweep, it's all starting to get to him. And small little things like that as well, just barely hitting the posts, hurts even more. You know, it's hard to get the confidence going, get the heart pumping, when things just don't seem to be going right, you know? Turg with this one. Looking to pass over to Boppy. We'll find him. Shot on goals. It's a bit wide. Still ends up with Skits on it, though. Boppy. Pass over to Turg. Looking for Joycey, maybe. Not able to find him. Skits will end up with it. Palfa. Shot on goals. Backy pressuring. Hold on just a minute. Don't write Breqhou out quite yet. 5-2. 3 minutes left to go in this one. And Backy scores a pretty important point here for Breqhou.
I think it definitely would boost their confidence there, that goal from Backy, able to push Turglu into the goal with the puck.
It's a very difficult comeback. 3 points, 2 minutes to go in this one. I've seen crazier stuff happen, but it's still very difficult for Breqhou. But that goal right there from Backy is going to inspire a lot of confidence in Breqhou. Joycey with this one. Shot, not able to make it though. Palfa blocking very well there. Skits on it, trying to get past Boppy. Center for Joycey. And just as I say, don't write Breqhou out, that might have actually sealed the deal here. 2 minutes to go, 4 goals. It's a miraculous comeback here from Breqhou that's needed. Joycey with this one, passing around down to Turg. Palfa on it. 1 minute 30. Clock ticking down for Breqhou. Palfa on it again. Play's starting to get a little bit more messy. Thomas Shoubi applying some good pressure to Breqhou in terms of forcing them into their own half of the field. Forcing them to defend, you know. It starts to get to you after a while when, you know, you make one small play every, like, minute. And then all of a sudden you have to go back into full-on defense. You know, it starts to get a bit painful to keep up the effort.
Oh, exactly. Constantly going, you know. Obviously, you don't have to relate to actual stamina to you, but it's like mentally, it's draining. But
yeah,
Backy maybe starting a comeback.
Hold on just a minute.
Goal.
It does look pretty clean. 3 points in it. I don't think it's like possible, right?
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible.
It's doable. They just have to have that confidence, I think. Just have to trust in themselves.
Yeah. Like, in order for Breqhou hockey team to have a reasonable chance, like, not, and even an unreasonable chance of getting back into this one, they need to score, like, right now, basically. Somehow. Skits with this one. Take the shot, buddy. Does go over to Backy. Can he feed it to Palfa? Both Palfa and Skits are waiting in the middle of the field, completely ignoring defense, because at this point, you just need to put on the pressure, and that post hit hurts so much. Oh no. 10 seconds to go. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at your Season 15 Pro League champions here in a Thomas Shoubi clean sweep.
Wow. Wow, what a way to finish the finals. I really didn't expect a clean sweep. I expected 4, maybe 5 games from that, but Breqhou just not strong enough to keep up with Thomas Shoubi's final rampage. as they clean the series out.
Exactly. Very, very strong stuff, though, from both sides. You know, Breqhou making some small mistakes here and there, but in the end, you've got to give it to both sides. It was very high-quality Slapshot.
Well, what a game. Like, what a series that was, really. Like, and unfortunate for Breqhou, but they played incredibly well, and it was just a great series to watch and to commentate.
Exactly.
I think.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. We'll go ahead and just wrap the game up with some stats. Possession, relatively even. The most even it's been throughout the night, I believe, actually. 44 to 56. But just in terms of passes, again, Thomas Shoubi taking the lead. That's probably where a lot of their points came from. Probably one of the biggest stats for these blokes here. And then, of course, with takeaways as well. Shots, face-offs, you know, everything just seemed to go Thomas Shoubi's way, except for face-offs, of course. Face-offs, Breqhou actually had a lead in that one. But in the end, the other stats, they're just too big for, you know, a team to come back from, right? It's just too much.
And the stats just prove how well they did, Thomas Shoubi, how much they dominated. And you have to congratulate them for it. They performed very well, you know, not the greatest start to the regular season for them, but they definitely proved how much they can play, like how well they can play as a team. And speaking of the team, they are all sitting in general. Yep. I think we should bring in the winners here.
Bring them in.
I might drag them in. Gentlemen, welcome our season 15 winners. Congratulations, first of all, boys. An absolutely amazing series. Not how I expected it to go, but I'm sure that's exactly how you wanted it to go.
Oh, bro. Thank God I didn't choke again, bro. Oh, my Lord.
I'm just confirming, Turglu. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off because this obviously is so exciting. This is your first pro championship, correct?
Yes, bro. After 1,600 hours.
After how many fails? How many failed attempts?
Bro, if you can't beat him, join him. That's why Bobby's on my team, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And it's definitely proved. And like I was saying, you know, you obviously they were such a good team in the regular season, Breqhou, so it looked quite difficult to match against them. But I think what it was just the chemistry, you know, slowly. It's the puzzle pieces they're piecing together, you know. And by the end of finals, you guys look like a proper team that can play well, and you dominated tonight.
Yep.
I want to shout out.
Said it better myself, bro.
Shout out Such As Life Marshall.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
can we just get a confirmation? Why didn't we see Such As Life?
So he actually has a broken wrist at the moment.
Yeah, he broke his
so he
wrist.
couldn't play.
Both of them are broken.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's I can't believe it. I've actually heard he's broken both of his ankles.
Yeah.
Now his
too,
wrists.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's so unfortunate. Well, we would have loved to see him play because I'm sure he would have been just as confident as you guys were. And
Can I get 20 porcupines, please?
well, congratulations, boys. It was a wonderful game. I think. Who do you feel played the best?
Okay. Everyone, MVP, Joycey.
Yeah,
I think. Look,
my guy cooked.
I'm not always for just basing playoff MVP around grand final if someone does play well.
No.
But man,
Show
like,
rat,
man, hey, I was on your side here. Man, like, man, like Joycey Shoubi absolutely carved tonight, and I think he's very much deserving of that playoff MVP,
Absolutely.
which will be released very soon. Chat.
And
He's
you played
a
on the
clutch
one
kind of
game.
player.
Hey, Phil.
You played on the one game
No,
that
he plays
mattered as
every
well,
game.
bro.
Yeah, exactly. All I can say is I know Such As Life would have done better, but it was
Yo,
good nonetheless.
But while you're
Yo.
here, mate,
Yo.
game one, I accidentally do a tax, but I was lagging. So on the stat sheet, can we just remove that? The goal that Cooper scored when I.
Oh, what we're gonna do actually is run back that whole series because of it.
Oh no!
Yeah. We'll run it back.
Yeah, all right, guys. So we're running back to series two.
I'm scrapping finals. I don't know.
5 more
Scrabble
games.
finals.
Yeah, no, but it was, you know, we're saying it's a game about small mistakes, and you didn't provide a lot of those, which was the key to your success tonight. So very, very well done, boys.
I want to point out that time I did tax, I said 3 seconds before Spotify ads. Hang on, guys, and then.
You know, it's exactly.
Yeah,
you know, it happens to the best of us. It happens to
How
the.
are you still coping after you've won? Like,
I'm still a loser, am I
Can
right?
we get Spotify Premium?
Yeah, like
can
can maybe
you guys-
instead of Parks,
season.
we give him
Yeah.
Spotify Premium.
Can you
I'll hit
just
up
start a
for a year.
GoFundMe, bro?
Yeah. Got you.
You actually make me cry
That's,
too.
that's lovely stuff, boys.
There's so many times, bro. I'm just like, hang on, guys, I got Spotify ads. Let me skip them.
Well. Yeah, you ended up winning. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Third
Congratulations.
time's a charm. No
Yeah,
runner-up times three.
exactly. Yeah, we're not going to see it. But congratulations, boys. I'm going to move you out so you can celebrate on your own accord. We're going to have a
Shout
chat
out,
to
Earl.
Skits.
Shout
Thank
out-
you.
Shout out, Earl.
Thank you for the shout out for my cat.
Wait. Spar, just quickly before you kick us out.
Yeah, of course.
I would like to shout out man like Joycey, man like Such Is Life, man like Spar, man like Cow Army, man like Willak, man like Moses, man like Kobe, man like Desh, man like Chim.os, man like Benjamin, man like Spoopy Whoopy, Uwu.
Ugly.
I would also like to shout out Taylor's Bay, Vito,
Can we kick him out? He's not shouting me out. I
gone.
don't like this. Get him out of here.
Yeah, that too.
shout out Irvion,
Oh,
Yep, massive shout out to Irvion.
shout out
Absolutely.
Cavalli, shout out Palfa.
All right, and thank you very much to Thomas Shoubi. Congratulations again.
There they all go. I wonder where they went.
No idea. They just disappeared for some reason. We're gonna bring hopefully Skits in here, have a little bit of chat to him. He's our only representative from Breqhou. Hopefully he's unmuting himself. Skits, mate.
Mate,
Congratulations on making to the final. Unfortunate about the result, but you played phenomenally, and your team, they did what they could, and it was, although the series score line doesn't show it, I think it was quite a close game regardless.
look, I think the first game we can just all forget about that and move on with our life.
Yep.
But I have here written actually that Such Is Life actually doesn't have broken ankles or wrists.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's a bit of controversy going into that last period.
Okay, so we may
when
get
he
our
couldn't
investigation team for OSL onto that. Skits being the lead of the investigation team. No, but yeah, we did hope we'd see him play at least for that third period of the third game.
Look, I thought they locked it up considering 2 games up, 1 period to go. I thought, look, man like Marshall, get him on.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
guess not.
Yeah, I guess not. What
Get out Bobby
what can you
for
expect
not
from
letting
those
him on.
boys? Yeah,
Yeah.
massive shout out to Bobby. This is season 13. It's FPS Spar all over again. Not being allowed to play for the team. It's unfortunate.
No, but look, they are such a good team, and we couldn't do anything, as you could see. We got just absolutely throttled, as delightly put
Oh,
it.
I don't think it was throttled.
Yeah, you did your best. That first game may be a bit rough, but the other was certainly really close up until those final couple of minutes anyway, at least. So, you did what you could, and it was a tough game, but a great series regardless.
Oh, look, we had fun. A good bunch of blokes. Palfa
Oh.
actually reached out to back and I to play, and I thought it wouldn't go ahead, to be honest. And we made it to the final. So
Yeah.
You love to see it. It's a happy ending, I suppose.
yeah,
Not the
good bunch
ending
of
you
lads.
wanted, but still a happy ending. At the end of the day, as long as you're enjoying your games,
That's it.
that's what matters most.
All it's about.
So-
Slapshot rebounds, all about having fun.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So well done, regardless of the results. Thank you very much for playing such an amazing series.
No, thank you for casting it, you two. Absolute kings.
No
Oh,
worries, mate. It's been an absolute
Well,
pleasure.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. It's best part of my job.
Oh, stop it.
Well-
Seriously, stop it.
Okay, and that's where we are going to stop it. So thank you very much, Skits, for joining us, having the courage to join for a post match interview. I'm gonna throw you out now. Thanks very much, big man. And that was Skits.
All right.
Wonderful bloke.
Good bloke, yeah. Good words there from Breqhou hockey team's representative as well, They've done so well, both Breqhou hockey team and Thomas Shoubi, to get to this point. It was a 1-2 finish in the regular season. It was pretty close towards the end of the games as well for all the games here tonight. and just all around in general, these blokes have been a very, very high quality source of Slapshot over the last few weeks. So
Without a doubt.
it's just been an absolutely fantastic season to watch as well. You know.
Oh, it's everything about it has been fantastic. The teams, everyone, amazing. This is just a shout out to every OSL player that played this season. I'm gonna get close to my mic here just so I show how meaningful it is. This was a fantastically ran season. Everything ran so smoothly. You know, there was no problems whatsoever, like, you know, scheduling issues or anything, and finals just ran perfectly. So big shout out to OSL. Love everyone. I wish I could shout out everyone individually, but it's too many members. But just, yeah, thank you for such a great season, and what a way to finish it off, hey?
Exactly. Now, before we wrap up this stream here, I do want to give one big shout out to a very special person who just so happens to be sitting in this VC here. Shout out Spar, what a legend, coming in here for the CoCast as well.
Mate, it's always, you ask me, and I'm like, what's the point of asking me? You tell me. You be here at this time. I'm like, with you, no worries. I absolutely love it.
Oh, same.
It's always a pleasure to join such an experienced man like yourself for such an exciting set of games as per usual.
Oh no, you stop it, man. It's a blessing for me to be able to have you in here.
Great way to end the season, I say.
Exactly. Well, with all that being said and done, ladies and gents, that puts a wrap to the end of the Season 15 Pro League. The only league that we've had running this season. Hopefully we can get some more next season, right? Not too sure,
we hope so. we have had an influx, however, of new players. So, you know, tournaments in the off season, more promoting. We do what we can, but all we know is that OSL is the best oceanic game Discord server that's around, and it's ran smoothly. It runs for more than one season. Shout out specific Discord server that I won't name. And we will definitely have a season 16. Holy, that's a big number.
That is a big number, yeah. I was not ready for season 16. I've just realized that, you know, that's a lot of seasons.
I know. Every time I'm setting everything up, I'm like, holy, this number's just getting too high at this point. It's insane, but it's great to see that this like community has been able to progress so far, and you know, it's such a tight community. We're all close to each other and able to continue it going. So I couldn't imagine it any other way.
Exactly. All right. Well, do you have any other extra words that you want to say as well about?
No,
upcoming?
all I know is Cavalli, the beautiful man, has prepared our beautiful announcement that's going to be congratulating our winners and our runners up and what's coming up in the next few weeks. I prepared something lovely for that. So please make sure you stay tuned for all our events coming up in the next 2 or 3 weeks. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be so much fun as we slowly prepare for season 16. I won't give you a rough estimate, but I want to say hopefully the end of April we can get started.
All right. Look forward to that, the end of April. All right. Well, with all that being said and done, I think we'll wrap up the stream. Thank you very much for coming along here, Spar.
No, thank you. It's been an honor, as always, to cast with you, and obviously shout out to every single person that's been watching. Shout out Togaloo, shout out Joycey, Such Is Life, Spoopy, ML, Matt Young, special shout out to him, and just...
Oh.
Hello?
Okay.
I thought something happened. I'm like, oh no, you promised no cutouts. I was worried. Sorry. I got a bit, I think, invested in my shout outs.
Yeah.
So
either way,
but,
yeah,
wonderful.
It's been great to stream. I think I kicked a cable under my desk somehow.
Oh, I see a temporary cutout. But
yeah. Only for a few seconds, though, so we're good.
All
we're
done.
Good.
I've done my shout outs. So thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, Cal, as always, for the exceptional stream quality.
No worries, mate. No worries. All right, and we'll see everybody around for a beautiful season 16 Hopefully we can get a few more leagues going, but
Let's go.
yeah, we're looking forward to it. All right, see you everyone.
Bye.